Hey you guys, it's Toya and thank you for watching ToyaJTV. This is week 14 of the Relaxer Stretching Series, and this week I'm going to be showing you how to do a flexi rod set on a bob. You know, most of the time you see it being done on longer hair, so I thought I would show you how to do it on shorter hair because you can get a flexi rod set look on shorter hair. Of course, I always start by prepping the hair. First, I'm using the by L. Jones Extreme Clean Clarifying Shampoo. I always use this as my first step because it's going to get all of that dirt, oil, and residue off of the hair and basically let you start with a clean slate. And that's what I always want anytime I'm shampooing my hair. I want to start with a clean slate so that I can add all of the moisture and everything back into my hair. And then next I'm going to be using the by L. Jones Extreme Moisturizing Shampoo. This is always going to be a step 2, some type of moisturizing shampoo for the second lather. So I typically shampoo my hair twice, and again I do a clarifying shampoo first and then a moisturizing shampoo second. Then I move on to the conditioner. For today's conditioner, I'm using the by L. Jones Replenishing Conditioner. I have already deep conditioned and did a reconstructive treatment for the month, so I don't really need to do that. This doesn't have to sit long. I just normally put this on, comb it through, do everything that I need to do in the shower, and then I rinse this out, and it makes my hair so soft. Okay, and this is, I just wanted to show you the shedded hair. Okay, this is normal. So anytime you have, your hair is typically shed up to 100 hairs a day. This is not even 100 hairs. But how you know it's shedding is it's going to be longer hairs, mostly the length of your hair. If it's shorter hair, then that's breakage. And breakage can be fixed, but shedding is normal. You see how my finger's gliding through that, child? This stuff has my hair. You can even see it shining as the water is going on it. That's what you want. So moving right along, now I'm getting to the styling part, and I'm going to always add the leave-in conditioner. The leave-in conditioner adds another layer of moisture to the hair, and it helps to detangle. It helps you to manage your hair, especially when I'm deep off in the relaxer at this point, and I'm trying to manage that new growth as well as the previously relaxed hair. The leave-in conditioner is great for that. So of course, y'all know I have to do my deep side part, and I'm going to be using the Whipped Honey Foam Wrap. I love this foam wrap because it does not make the hair hard, it doesn't flake, it doesn't leave a residue or any of that, but it does make you have very defined curls. And for the back, I'm going to be using smaller rods like this. I'm going to be using a few different sizes in the back because, again, my hair is layered in the back, so it's just all kinds of different lengths back there. And then for the front, the longer pieces, I'm going to be using these flexi rods, and I know I don't have enough, so I'm probably going to use these yellow ones too when I run out. But I'm really primarily using these bluish greens ones. I don't know what size they are. I think they're like, I know they're less than an inch. They're less than half an inch. They're probably like 0.3 inches. So what I'm doing, typically I start on the left and I work my way around. But doing this flexi rod set, I'm actually going to do the entire back first. And y'all know typically I like to do panels, but today I'm going to do rows. So I'm using this mirror. I really need to get me a mirror installed that I don't have to hold. But I'm putting the Whipped Honey Foam Wrap on very generously to make sure I have that extra defined curl. And then I'm going to be doing the entire back. Now, I can't see, but that's why I need that mirror, and I can feel it, and it feels like I'm doing it right back there. Okay, it's tight and it's very secure, so I feel like I'm doing a good job. And I'm actually just going section by section, applying the Whipped Honey Foam Wrap instead of applying it all to my hair at one time. That way it won't give my hair time to dry out. So I'm just doing this section by section, and I'm taking, since these rods are so small, I'm taking very small sections of hair also because I don't want to put too much hair on each curler. And then also I'll show you during takedown, but I'm not going to separate them that much either. I'm going to separate them, but not as much as I normally do. This is the finished look. It took 2 hours to roll this hair up, child. 2 hours. Now, if you want to use larger rollers, of course, it won't take as long, but this is what the back looks like. I am going to be sitting up under the dryer, And it got so late that I just went ahead and slept in them. And this is the next day. It took me 3 bonnets, child. 3 bonnets to get all of this hair up. So I used 1 in the top and then 2 on the sides. And I slept like this. And yes, I slept in the Flexi rods. No, it did not hurt. Yes, I slept comfortably. All the questions that y'all have, those are the answers. Because I know y'all go ask, how you do that? It's the Flexi rods are soft. So I'm used to sleeping in the hard roller. So this was really nothing for me. I did sleep on my back though. I didn't sleep on my side. So now I'm just going through making sure they are dry, which I know they are because they dried overnight. And so now we're going to go ahead and get into the takedown. So as far as the takedown, this is the only time that I condone using grease on your hair, because you want to use something a little heavy so that it will cut down on the curls becoming very frizzy. Sometimes you'll notice with rods that they'll become, like after that first day, it's like they'll become frizzy because, you know, you have to kind of try to fluff them up every day with your fingers. And when you have like a grease or something heavy on it, then it will reduce that frizziness. So what I'm going to be using is, I like to oil my scalp at this point with the by L. Jones Silky Growth Oil. And then I also like to pull the curls apart with the by L. Jones Silky Serum Oil. And if you are a heavy sweater, now is the time that you will go ahead and add the by L. Jones Sweat Control Elixir. Right after you take all of the curls out, all of the rollers out, then you want to go ahead and start adding your product in there. I don't even buy grease. I know y'all like that Blue Magic. I don't even buy it, but I do have Vaseline. And so I did use some Vaseline. I used Vaseline actually on the maintenance, but I pulled the curls apart with the by L. Jones Silky Serum Oil. Okay, so as I'm finishing the takedown, I had to go back behind and make sure I didn't leave any rollers in, which I think I had like 1 left over. I'm also going to be using the Satin Moisture Cream. Again, I like to add moisture. Anytime you have chemicals in your hair, adding moisture is going to be super important. So I'm just adding like a little bit more than I normally use when I'm wanting a lot of body. But because again, your hair can stand it since it's curled up. It's not down, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, having a lot of body. So this is me getting ready to pull the curls apart. So when I pull the curls apart, what I'm doing is I'm going like row by row, just like how I rolled it up. And typically I used to take 1 curl and pull it apart like 10 times. So I can make 10 curls out of 1 roller. I'm not doing that this time because that makes the hair so thick. And because it's so short, I don't want to look like I have a teeny weeny afro. Okay, so I'm only pulling them making about 2 to 3 curls with each rolled section, because again, I don't want it too big, but you can customize that based on what you like. So if you like it to be very full, like if you have very fine hair and you want it to look thicker, you can pull the maximum amount of curls out of each curl. So you can take 1 curl and turn that into 10, 20, however many you need to make your hair look thicker. But if you have hair on the thicker side, then you don't want to really pull all those curls out unless you like a lot of volume and you like it to look even thicker than what your hair is. I don't really like all that. Okay, so I'm just doing like 2 to 3 curls, and then when you put when you're pulling the curls apart, make sure you're putting product on your actual fingertips and not just in the palms of your hands, because you're using your fingertips to pull it apart. So you want to make sure that's where you put, applying the product. Otherwise, you need to come all the way down with the palms of your hands, with the product. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But again, make sure you have it directly on your fingertips as well. So I've already done the back. I didn't really show y'all the back. I'm showing you me pulling apart the sides, but I will show you the back when I get done. Don't worry. I'm going to show you the back when I get done. But, I can't really see the back anyway. So it would have been hard for me to try to record and hold the mirror up and try to pull them apart. Child, it was a mess, but I got it done. So I'm just going to be finishing up pulling all the curls apart, and the right side is the side that I really favor. Like, I really like how that side is looking. The left side, I like it too, but I just like that right side more. I guess because it's just so much more. I have so much hair on that side because I do a deeper side part, but I was really like liking how much this came together. And as you can see, you see how defined these curls are? That's all because of that whipped honey foam wrap. Like, I love, 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 love me some whipped honey foam wrap because it is so lightweight. And of course, I'm just going to be reapplying the Jones Silky Serum Oil as I need to, because since you are applying it to the hair, it is going to be coming off of your hands. So you want to start reapplying it as you need to. And again, what the Silky Serum Oil does is it helps cut down on that frizz, because after today, child, it has a tendency to start getting frizzy, and I don't want that. A lot of people like when their curls, their rods start looking old. I don't. I like for mine to look like I just got it done like the whole time, because that's why I don't really wear my rods a lot. Like, I don't really wear them like the whole week. Normally I'll go at least 7 to 10 days in between shampoos, but when I'm doing rods, after the 4th day, I'm ready to shampoo my hair. Okay, I am ready to shampoo it, but I'm gonna try to do the full 7 to 10 days at this time. And that's why I'm also taking my time and going curl by curl by curl, because when you take your time doing this part, then the maintenance is the easy part. And I'll show y'all how to do the maintenance maybe on another video, but all you would basically do is just pin it back and then put a bonnet on, and that's it. So I like to use edge control just a little bit, and I'm gonna give you a little tip. If you like for a very maximum hold edge control, this is not for you. I like very soft hair. You see that? You can tell right there that I'm pleased. I like a very soft look. So this is not going to be a heavy hold at all. But if you want like a more natural look, a quick dry down, this is going to be the edge control for you. Okay. And you see, I'm already in week 14, and you see those edges are still laying. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. That's in part for the whipped honey foam wrap too, because it also helps to lay that new growth down. And again, this is also a very good hairstyle for when you are stretching your relaxer, if you want to try to camouflage that new growth. This does an excellent job of helping you do that. So this is pretty much the finished look. And all I'm doing now is just trying my best to perfect it, because since it is Father's Day weekend, I wanted to show my husband some curls. He does typically like curls, even though his wife likes very straight hair. So this is just partly for him. So I just wanted to make sure that basically it is perfect, because like I said, this is on a limited time frame right here. It's not going to be, I'm not going to have this. Let me stop, because I'm going to try my best to keep this the whole week, but we are going to see. So again, this is the Flexi Rod set. I'm going to show you guys the back, but first I'm going to spray it with some of the Jones Miracle Potion number 9. This is good for adding shine to the hair. It also helps with frizz protection, and it makes the hair smell very, very, very good. This comes in 7 different scents, so they all perform the same, but they smell differently. Okay, so this is the back. This is the finished look, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all on the next video.